Hello guys, Andy from Next Gen Base here, and welcome to an unboxing and setup video. We have been sent some gear by our friends at Joby, the Gorillapod Mobile Vlogging Kit here, and we're going to do a bit of an unboxing and setup and take a look at some of the things that you get in this kit. So here we are, the Gorillapod Mobile Vlogging Kit from Joby. Let's take a look at what we get in the box. Let's flip this around and we will have a quick see on the back. So we get the Gorillapod mobile rig. So for any of you who has ever used a Gorillapod before, they're basically like a nice kind of very flexible tripod that you can pop your camera or your mobile device onto, and the idea is you can wrap the legs around things, you can kind of pick them up and move them around quite easily. And yeah, I've had one for quite a few years now, and they've been really handy to get a camera set up in a pinch. We also get a couple of additional arms for the tripod, which you can see sort of there. So I believe Johnny said it made it look like some kind of wavy arm man, which I guess it does. It's like a man with three legs and two wavy arms going hello. But what can that man hold in his arms? Well, he can hold the Wavo mobile microphone, which as you can see is quite a nice little compact mic. You got a little wind cover for it there and a stabilizer as well. So obviously when you're walking around with your camera and your rig set up, you're doing your vlogging, then it'll keep it nice and stable, and it should reduce any kind of unwanted wind noise or excess noise blowing on the microphone. We also get the BMO mini LED light, and also all the connectors for this. It looks like there's a little diffuse filter as well there for the light, so that it's not, you can stop it being quite so bright. So again, if you need some more light, some more illumination for your scene while you're recording, or if you're doing like a selfie recording or something like that, you can utilize that. So let's crack the box open now and see what everything's like inside. I have pre-split the little seal at the top there, because otherwise we spend half an hour faffing about trying to release sellotape, and doesn't no one want to do that. So let's slide out the little tray, nicely packaged there. Got that there in front of my telly, so that you can all see my reflection in the screen. Hello. So we've got a few little instructions for all the different components. So that's the vlogging kit as a whole, the BMO light, and the Wavo mobile. So little instruction kits there. So what do we have? We've got the Gorillapod itself. There it is. Always lovely, sturdy piece of kit, these Gorillapods. Like I say, I've used one for quite a few years now. I think they're great. They've done really well for me in some of the filmmaking I've done in the past as well, and they're a great piece of kit to have in your grab bag or box, or however you function as a content creator. So what's that? That's like a little stand for one of the bits. Should pay attention to my camera so I can see when I'm actually not putting my hand in the right place. This, I believe, is the BMO light. Not BMO, the Game Boy ripoff from Adventure Time. This is very much a very different thing. Obviously, we've got the cold foot attachment there to attach it to the thing. We've also got a thread there that we can screw it into, and I'm assuming that that's our on-off switch. I guess we'll find out soon. Oh, there's two cold foot attachments there, so you can change the orientation of it. I'm not just going to go and randomly try faffing about with things, because that's always a way to break things. So this is the Wavo microphone, mobile microphone. Well, it's got the thingy on it. I'm not going to bother taking that off, but there we go. So it's got the little wind protector on it, but that is the microphone, I believe. Obviously we'll set all of this up and take a look at it. That is the camera mount, the phone mount with the cold shoe on top. That's nice and sturdy. That's lovely. So I've got this phone that I'm shooting off at the minute plugged into a cheap Poundland camera mount, and I can tell you this is a million times sturdier and nicer than that. So what else is in here? As always, I have to kind of reach over all of this. So just to tilt this up so we can see, we've got various different cables here. We've got another cold foot mount there. We've got a little angle bracket there. We've got, try not to spill the contents everywhere, a little pouch which I believe we could probably put the microphone in to keep it nice and secure. A connector, I believe, to connect the microphone to your recording device. In this case it's going to be a phone, not this phone that I'm using to record here. I'm going to come on to that in a moment. That is an adapter to connect a 3.5mm jack to an old style Apple Lightning. Is it Lightning? I can't remember. Old style Apple device. I've not seen one of those connectors since my old iPad. We've got a USB-C to USB-A connector there. We've got one of the wavy arms, one of the Wavo arms. Yeah, that was terrible. I shall never do that again. We've got the stabilizer for the mic. Mic goes in there, makes it nice and stable. We've got another jack cable to connect the microphone up. We've got another wavy arm. Not saying Wavo arm. So no jack to USB-C connector, unfortunately, which is a shame. Obviously, you know, you've got the old school Apple connector in there, but nothing to connect it to a kind of a modern USB-C device. And this is the device that we're going to be utilising here. Oh, hello, there I am. Hello. It is an old Huawei Mate 20 Pro that I have used for a number of video recordings. I don't use it as a phone anymore. This is my primary phone that I'm recording on now, but this is kind of what we throw into the bag normally if we're out and about. Obviously the events of 2020 kind of put paid to any regular going out and about, but if you go back in time to 2019 and look at the video that we did of EGX, then that was the device that we were recording on. But we didn't have any of this lovely gubbins like lights or a external microphone to improve the various qualities of the recordings we did. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set all of this up, connect the phone, and we'll come back and we will see what it's like. So, oh, and we're back, and here we are. We've got it all set up. So we've got the Gorillapod set up with the two arms on it, got the BMO Mini there, we've got the Wavo mic set up on top with obviously the connector, the wire connecting in there. I've got a 3.5mm to USB-C adapter on there to run it into the device, and yeah, there's the phone ready to take some footage. I do need to go and charge the BMO first. Everything's very heavy, which is pretty good. I've got the BMO attached on a cold shoe, so it's not really going anywhere. And obviously there's my microphone. So all that's left now is to test this, and yeah, I will be back very shortly with some test footage. Okay, so this is a little bit of test footage from the Huawei that I'm using to record. I've got it set up on the vlogging kit here. Microphone is here. I'm just going to do a little tip tap. There we go. So you can see that we're actually picking up audio from the microphone. I have got the BMO here, but it's kind of, having it there does make it a little bit uneven the way the light's distributing, because obviously it's kind of pushing the light to that side of my face. So what I'm going to probably do is do a few different tests to see if sort of positioning the light maybe on top of the camera and having the microphone on one of the arms would give better light coverage. But we're going to do a few videos testing different scenarios in that respect. But I'm not using the stock camera app for the Huawei. I'm using an app called Filmic Pro. Now the reason for that is because it wasn't clear whether the stock camera app was actually utilizing the microphone at all. Obviously with the mic being directional as well, it's kind of pointing off this direction somewhere, so again that might be better being on an arm and having the light on the camera, so the light gives a more central light source. But I do like this light. It's very bright, as you can see. It kind of gives quite a lot of coverage. One of the things I quite like about having these devices on the hot shoes, I keep saying those interchangeably, I don't know whether the right word is, I can do things like this. Okay, so one of the benefits obviously of having everything kind of on cold foot mounts is I can quite rapidly swap things over. So previously I was filming on the selfie cam. What I'm actually filming on now is the regular wide angle lens on the front of the phone, and I've actually swapped things around. So I've got the light actually attached to the top of the kit here, and I've got the microphone attached kind of around this side, but pointing back at me, so I can kind of still keep commentary going while I'm actually filming. So this is kind of the versatility of having this kind of setup, so that you can kind of just swap things around as you need to do so. One of the cool things I've actually noticed about the BMO as well is that you can do this with it. So obviously you can see here we've got the BMO light. One of the things about it that I've noticed is it's got on the back, if you can see, a little magnet icon there, and if we go like that, we can stick it to metal surfaces. So actually this is really quite cool. If you're doing some filming and you want to kind of position your light somewhere, you can pop it there. It's a very, very bright light though, so let's turn that off. Yeah, that's just a little bit of test footage. So there we go. That's the the unboxing and a little bit of the setup. And here we go. We've got the vlogging kit here again. As you can see, nice sturdy Gorillapod. I've got my phone mounted in there. I've got my my Wavo mobile microphone in there, and I've got this lovely little light here, which is, oh, turn it on, very, very bright. I like that. I like that a lot. So I've been having a little play with this. I'm going to do some tests, particularly on the microphone. I think that light is fantastic from what I've been playing with the BMO there. And yeah, we're going to come back with another video testing that microphone out in a few different situations. So do subscribe to the channel to catch that one, and obviously any of the other videos that we publish. We've got a bunch of stuff coming out. We've got some retro game content, we've got some multiplayer content, loads of things to take a look at on the channel over the next few weeks. Obviously, you know, we're going to be taking a look at the vlogging kit from Joby. Yeah, so get subscribed, and if you have liked this video, give it a like, drop us a comment, and we will see you next time on Next Gen Base. Bye for now.